a special presentation from Team WEBEL and IT Department Government of West Bengal on WEBEL in the realm of cyber security and emerging technology. For this, I would like to invite Mr. Zeeshan Khan, who is the OSD Department of IT, and Mr. Kausik Halder, Senior Manager WEBEL, to come on stage, please. Thank you so much, all of you, for joining us for this session. Can you have a huge round of applause for Zeeshan Khan and Kausik Halder for West Bengal?
Very good afternoon to everyone. Myself Zeeshan Khan, I am posted as an OSD in the IT department. I welcome all the dignitaries present here, and I express my sincere and deep gratitude to Department of Science and Tech MP, and I thank APAC News Network for organizing this event. Cyber security. Today's topic is digital empowerment. So I want to begin with that digital empowerment is itself a comprehensive topic which consists of various components such as digital literacy, affordable internet, digital connectivity, and a cyber-safe internet. In this era of digital revolution, where more than 700 million internet users are in India and counting, the importance of cybersecurity cannot be overstated. According to the report of World Economic Forum, Global Risk Report 21, cybersecurity failure is among the top 5 global risks as of now. So, empowering the citizen digitally and encouraging them to adopt cyber-safe practices goes hand in hand. The evolving technology with the advent of AI, machine learning, poses serious challenge to create a safe cyber space, maintaining the privacy, integrity, and availability of the data. So to begin with, I would like to highlight some cyber threats or cyber attacks which has happened post 2020. Like the first one was a national emergency was declared in Costa Rica due to a series of ransomware attacks, which targeted the finance ministry, and approximately 800 servers were targeted, and several terabytes of data was leaked. Second, as we everyone know that the Migrate International was also targeted, and which led to a data breach of about 5.2 million users. Third, a very popular one at Twitter was also attacked in the month of July, which through social engineering techniques. Also in the month of December, FireEye was reported that the SolarWinds, the software support to the various government organizations, was itself a target of APT. And the last one, the NVIDIA, a very popular company, was also suffered a data breach, which saw the source code fall into the hands of the attackers and led to a leakage of 1 TB of data. This one is the statistics according to the Internet Crime Complaint Center, which is a division of FBI. Through the last 5 years, on an average, about 6.52 lakhs complaints were received each year. And the total loss comes to about 27.6 billion, which is itself a huge cost. And the right picture is a depiction of the 2021 breakup of the revenue loss due to the different kinds of cyber attacks. The leading cyber attacks was the business email compromise, and the second one was the investment of the system scam. Third one was the confidence of the romance scam. This is our national statistics according to NCRB. Seeing on a vulnerable digital scale and using the parameter of cases per million, we found out that the southern states was having a huge high value of about 134 and 162. 134 was for Telangana and 162 for Karnataka. And right one is a statistics as per the certain, that is the computer emergency response team. We can easily see that post 2020 there is a high spike of cyber incident or attacks. As on present in the year 21, the total attacks comes to about 14 lakhs. This again is a statistics of certain. Like the left figure says that in the government sector, the incident reporting was maximum in 19 and 20. So the 19 it led to about 85,000 events. And right one is a statistics taken from the Indian ransomware report of Sati, which says that there has been a 51% increase in the ransomware incidents in the first 6 months of 22 years. This is the overall data breaches and the attacks. Like first one is saying that the banking and BFSI sector is the most top target of the cyber criminals. As we all know that AIMS has been a several times a victim of cyber attacks. And this year also there was a cyber attack on AIMS. Third one is interesting, like the people in Karnataka lost over 363 crore in one single year. If we take out the average on a daily basis, it comes to about 1 crore. Last one is the Tata Power also suffered a power attack, cyber attack. Sorry. The last one is that there were also data breaches in the top private sectors like Airtel, Mobicui, Big Basket, and others. So, what are the top cyber security threats of this year, 23? First one comes to social engineering, and second is the third-party exposures. Third is the poor cyber hygiene. So, we in our department is more focused on the cyber hygiene. We execute many projects and follow IEC activities to ensure that best cyber practices are practiced. Second, next is cloud vulnerabilities. Next one is mobile device vulnerabilities, and last one is ransomware. The ransomware statistics is interesting. Like in the year 21, the loss was about 20 billion, but it is projected to rise to about $265 billion by 2031. So in 10 years, we are expecting a 10 times multiplication of that figure. The top one is an assessment by the cybersecurity ventures. If we see on a per second basis, the revenue loss is a huge one, $1.9 lakh. And the second one is a statistics given by the CrowdStrike body, which says that the most intrusion frequency was happening in the sector of technology, which comes to about 21.6%, and then the financial, the government is about 5%. So when we are looking at the threat landscape of the future, what are our challenges? So in cybersecurity domain, the main challenges is we have a lack of skilled resources as of now, a lack of regulatory framework. I think this will be a bit strengthened due to the passing of the data security bill. Next is the speed of innovation. Next is the data-driven decision making. Increased AI usage. Like this AI usage, we all know that the use of ChatGPT. Last one is the abuse of ChatGPT. We are yet adopting ourselves with ChatGPT, and we are getting other versions of ChatGPT like Bomb GPT, Ford GPT. This is an interesting scam which happened in Bengal in the last month only, in the month of July. AI was used to view money of amount of about 40K. The procedure was very interesting. The guy received the voice call. Then for confirmation, he asked for the video call. He also got that confirmation also. And after both confirmation, he transferred the money. So this is the power of AI. So what is our plan? How can take care of this cybersecurity threat? So we are trying to digitally empower through cybersecurity safety measures, and we have classified 4 verticals, or rather identified 4 verticals to deal with this matter. First is our awareness generation and capacity building programs. We follow a aggressive IEC model to generate awareness through the use of WEBEL, as WEBEL is a state implementing agency of our department, IT department. Second one is deep skilling. We are designing a specific course designed for a specific sector. Third one is we are building securing government infrastructure. We continuously conduct security audits. And last one is through setting up a different center of excellence, or rather COE. We are coming up with many COEs like COE on 5G, CO in E on IoT sensors, and CO in big data analytics. So the first step we followed about 5 years back was we formed a cybersecurity center of excellence because we rather identified that the cybersecurity domain is expanding and evolving. So the cybersecurity center of excellence was formed in 2017, and as I told earlier, WEBEL was designated as the SIA, State Implementing Agency. Through WEBEL, all the projects are implemented. Empowered committee is there to look after the decision making and policy making, and we are working from last 5 years. We started operations from 2018, and to go in a bit detail how we are projecting, how we are using this project, I will request my colleague, Mr. Kausik Halder, who is a senior manager in WEBEL, to continue. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much, Zeeshan. First, I will object that I will not detail because we have done only various technical launch and your stuff. So I will not detail. I just really pass through. I thank you all for inviting us to Madhya Pradesh for giving this opportunity to deliberate the vision of our state in terms of emerging technology and cyber security. Our state has a very clear policy on emerging technology since for last 5 years. We have adopted, as Zeeshan has already showed, that we have adopted a 4-stage policy that first is the awareness generation of the citizen, second is the introduction of skill development from KG level to the PG level, and third is the creation of different center of excellences through which with the investment of government and with public-private participations, so that the academicians, the industries can collaborate with us to nurture the entire emerging technology ecosystem. And fourth is the empowerment of the law enforcement agencies with various means and channels, so that the use of emerging technology can be propagated across the state. So with this vision, we have basically in terms of empowering common citizen. I will take 2 minutes to detail on this slide that these are some of the activities we did in last 5 years for empowering the citizen with respect to the awareness generation, especially in terms of cyber security, and slowly we are into the artificial intelligence awareness generation also. With this, we basically targeted all spheres of the society. If you see, we spheres all the society, starting from the children by launching a awareness comic book, to the senior citizen by launching the social awareness drive, the cyber awareness drive for the senior citizen, and also for the social awareness drive, cyber awareness drive for specially able children through different NGOs. Along with that, in 15th August this month only, we are going to launch a mobile cyber awareness bus, which will go to all the schools. It will be a mobile cyber awareness van basically, which will go to all the schools and colleges and universities to create a mass level of awareness on cyber security and emerging technology. So this is a kind of awareness generation activity we did. There are certain pictures on that. And here is the skilling. In this regard, I would like to tell that in last month, Zeeshan was also accompanied me. We are into a roundtable meeting in Satin at New Delhi in last month. So where Honorable Minister of State, Government of India, IT, Rajiv Chandrasekharan ji has stressed upon a single point that we have enough efforts have been taken with respect to awareness generation for all sphere of government. Now it is a time for the deep skilling in emerging technology and cyber security. Keeping in mind that we have introduced emerging technology and cyber security deep skilling in all sphere of the society, that we have already trained 6,500 school teachers. We have introduced cyber security and data science at 10+2 level. We have executed MOU with NITs, IIITs and state universities for faculty development program and R&D. We regularly did hackathons amongst, as Shobhik has already told, that we are probably the first in the country who have rolled out for the last 9 months the data anonymizer hackathon across the country, and tomorrow is the grand finale for which we have to fly down to Kolkata today itself, because tomorrow is the grand finale from where the 6 team across the country is selected out of the 850 participants. Those who are participating, IIT Madras was there. There are so many other big companies are also there. So these kinds of hackathons we are continuously organizing to generate ideas, and from these ideas to create a startup ecosystem within the states. So these are the some of the data and statistics. We developed the cyber security guidelines for the government employees and distributed among 15,000 government employees across the state. So that this is a cyber hygiene practice book, so that we felt that the endpoint security, securing the ICT infrastructure using at government level is very much essential, and the government employees who basically working in the ground level, they may not be aware of the hygiene of the cyber ecosystem. So we have created this book and distributed among the 15,000 government employees across the state. And another thing we have executed, that is the cyber assurance plan, that is securing the cyber security infrastructure of state. We take different types of initiatives across the state by means of regular security audit, by means of CII protection, by means of training of ISO, IS team, and by means of creation of different level of incident response team at government level. So these are some of the statistics which tells in favor of our states definitely. And this is some kinds of the training of the law enforcement agency, and setting up of the some of the pictures that we are training the police personnel of the state. And you will be happy to know that we have already trained nearly 3,500 police personnel across the state on the cyber crime response, and more than 50 police personnel across the state on detailed response. They are the investigating officer. We believe, and we also created 31 cyber police thana across the state, so that in case of any cyber security fraud, if you go to a cyber police station, that police can at least lodge a complaint following the IDEM. So on that basis, we have trained more than 3,500. These are some of our continuous effort. These are some of the initiatives of our government of West Bengal. As Zeeshan told, that some of the smart initiatives taken by government of West Bengal in emerging technology. We have recently set up a IoT Center of Excellence with CTCRI Kolkata. We are going to set up a device security certification laboratory with STQC, Government of India. We are setting up a 5G Center of Excellence. We are in process of setting up Center of Excellence on COE and Big Data and AI, and we are already provided connection to 3,232 Gram Panchayat connected with FTTH connectivity. We are in process of making a state-of-the-art generation of SOC and NOC. We are in process of making a high-performance data center with computing as a service and database as a service facility. WEBEL has already recognized as a certain imponent auditor for web application security and audit. We are also making a COE on cyber forensic analysis for West Bengal Police. We are making a smart meter testing laboratory for critical infrastructure protection, power sector protection of the state. keeping in mind the metaverse, we have already created a COE on multimedia animation and VFX, and also created a COE on emerging technology. I would request all of you, the industry leaders, the government official, please pay visit to West Bengal and visit to all of our COE and see the amount of investment the government of West Bengal had made for creating those infrastructure for the use of academicians and industry across the country. So these are the state-of-the-art infrastructure that we have created, and in most perhaps in Eastern India we have created the most beautiful 3D printing laboratory facility, the additive manufacturing laboratory facility in the country, in the eastern part of the India. So this is our animation laboratory facility, and our government of West Bengal has won some of the award and some of the recognitions from national recognitions. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, Zeeshan Khan and Kausik Halder from the government of West Bengal. It was insightful, and I'm sure you'll be getting a lot of calls from the August audience who are present here. Thank you so much. I request Sanamita Mohanty to come on stage and hand over a special token of appreciation to our guest from the state of West Bengal. And he's right, we won't take much time because lunch will be served there, and I know we have to cover it, so I won't stop you also. So let's do it quickly. A huge round of applause for them, please.